Hello guys, welcome back to the KDM channel, All Subjects Explanation. And we are- I'm going to continue the chapter Growth of Nationalism, and I'm going to start from Jyotiba Phule. Okay, if you want to understand this video, first you have to see the part one video. Okay, first see that part one, and afterward you can see this video. Okay, let's start. Jyotiba Phule. He was an urban educated member of a so-called low caste. Uh, he was a member of low caste, which is called as so. Okay, it is a one type of caste. Okay, his education and personal experiences had made him critical of Hindu religion and customs. His education means his studies, personal experience means his experiences in his life made him critical means he they these they made him critical of Hindu religion and customs. Upliftment of women. Jyotiba Phule worked for the upliftment of women. Uh, he worked for uplift the women. He considered women superior to men, and to maintain their status of superiority, he wanted to provide education to women. Okay. Uh, he considered that means he think that women women's were superior to men means they are greater than men, and to maintain their status he wanted to provide education to women. Jyotiba Phule wanted to provide education for women. Okay. Next, in 1848, Jyotiba Phule, along with his wife Savitri Bai Phule, started one of the first girls' school in Pune. Okay, Jyotiba Phule and his wife Savitri Bai Phule. These two started one school in Pune. Okay. Over the next few years, he opened more school for girls and a school for untouchables. What this means? After few years, he built more schools for girls. Okay. He pioneered the remarriage movement in Maharashtra and worked for the education of women. He pioneered means he stopped widow remarriage movement in Maharashtra and worked for the education of women. Okay, he worked towards socio-economic and gender equality. He worked towards means he worked for socio-economic means and gender equality. He wants to provide a gender equality to for women and men. Next, the caste structure. He considered the caste structure prevalent in India as an epitome of slavery. Okay, he considered the structure of caste prevalent in India as an epitome. What is meant by epitome? Personification, okay, of slavery. In his famous book Gulamgiri, he described the hardships and distress felt by lower castes. In his famous book, the Jyotiba Phule has written some books. In his famous book, means one of the book, Gulamgiri, named Gulamgiri, he described the hardships and distress felt by lower castes. Okay. Next, social justice for lower castes. He founded the Satya Shodak Samaj, Society of Truth Seekers. Okay. He founded the Satya Shodak Society of Truth Seekers. In the society, some will Some some members will be there who will seek truth. He founded them and uh, he made one group in 1873 with the aim of securing social justice for the weaker sections of society. With the aim, what is the aim? Securing social justice for weaker sections. What is in my weaker sections? Lower castes. Okay. Next, effects of social religious reform movements on the growth of nationalism. First point, Swami Dayanand and Swami Vivekananda proclaimed the superiority of Indian culture and civilization. Swami Dayanand and Swami Vivekananda, okay? They declared, proclaimed means declaration or declared the superiority of Indian culture and civilizations, okay? The reformers condemned untouchability and the caste system. The reformers lost untouchability and the caste system, okay? The ideas of brotherhood and equality attracted the so-called lower caste. The ideas of brotherhood and equality attracted the so-called lower castes. What is in by so? It is belongs to one of the lower caste. Okay. The next, the reformers taught people not to ignore the importance of women who could participate in the national movement. Okay. The reformers taught people. What the reformers taught people not to ignore the importance of women. Reformers taught people not to ignore the women, okay, who could participate in the national movement. Next, the protested against the they protested against the British domination of India. uh, they protested means they have secured and they are against the they fight against the British domination of India. Swami Dayanand Saraswati was the first to use the word Swaraj. The Swami Dayanand Saraswati was the first to use the word Swaraj. Okay, rise the slogan India for the Indians. Okay, next, role of the press. Large number of newspapers were started in the later half of the 19th century. Large newspapers means more number of newspapers companies were started and later half of the 19th century. Some of the prominent newspapers were the Amrit, Bazar Patrika, the Bengali, Tribune, the Pioneer, the Times of India, the Hindu and the Statesman in English. These are the newspaper companies. What is the role of the press here in 4 points they have given? Let's see. It was through the press that the message of patriotism and modern liberal ideals of liberty, freedom, equality, home rule, and independence spread among the people. It was through the press that the message of patriotism means the message of nationalism and modern liberal ideals of liberty, yes, freedom, equality, home rule, and independence spread among the people. The press carried on daily criticism of the unjust policies of the British government in India and exposed the true nature of British rule in India. Okay, the press carried daily criticism means they wrote the daily criticism means the daily what was going on with British government. They have written in the newspapers and exposed the true nature of British rule in India. Okay, next. It made possible the exchange of views among different social groups from different parts of the country and to organize political movements. Okay, it made possible. It made possible the exchange of views among different social groups from different parts of the country. From the different social groups, from the social groups from the different parts of the country and to organize political movements. It made Indians aware of what was happening in the world. It made Indians aware of means the press made to know the Indians what was happening in the India. Okay, next precursors of the Indian National Congress. Okay, let's see the first precursor, East India Association. Okay, the East India Association was founded in London in 1866 by Dadabhai Naoroji. Okay, the this association was founded in London, sorry, in by Dadabhai Naoroji. Next, it voiced the grievances of Indians and suggested remedial measures. It voiced the the grievances of Indians and suggested remedial measures. Dadabhai Naoroji, the grand old man, means he was a old man, and his opinion that the British were basically just and good. Okay, his opinion was the Britishers were good. He wanted to place the true state of affairs in India before the people of England so that the problems of the Indians may be resolved. The association had its branches in Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. Indian Association, second one. The Indian Association was meant to be an all India movement. The Indian Association was meant to be all India movement. It was headed by Surendranath Banerjee. It was maintained by Surendranath Banerjee. The association had lawyers, professionals, and educated middle class as its members. This association had lawyers, professionals, educated people. Uh, this association had branches in Bengal as well as in towns outside Bengal. Okay. Objectives. What are objectives? Let's see. Creation of strong body of public opinion. Creation of strong body. Integration of Indian people on the basis of common political interests. Promotion of friendly relations between Hindus and Muslims. Mass partition in public movements. Okay. 8 achievements. It launched agitations against oppressive acts such as the License Act, Arms Act, Vernacular Press Act, limit from 21 to 19 years for the Imperial Civil Service examination. It also took up the cause of the workers on the British owned plantations. However, the association failed to attain an all India character. Next, Indian National Conference. In 1883, Surendranath Banerjee convened the All India National Conference at Kolkata. The Surendranath Banerjee convened that All India National Conference at Kolkata. They all meet at the Kolkata. It was a provincial organization, and it offered a model to the Indian National Congress, which was formed 2 years later. Okay, the formation of Indian National Congress. Mm, okay, various political organizations mentioned earlier were local in character. However, their activities had prepared the ground for the creation of an all India political association. While the Indian leaders like Surendranath Banerjee, Dadabhai Naoroji, Feroze Shah Mehta, Bahruddin Naoroji, Badruddin Tyabji, and Justice Ranade were moving towards the formation of an all India political body. Luckily for them, help in this direction came from a strange source, that is from A.O. Hume. a retired British member. He was a retired British member of the Indian Civil Service. He wanted to set up an organization that would draw the government's attention to the administrative drawbacks and suggest means to rectify them. In 1884, Hume, in consultation with the Indian leaders, laid the foundation of Indian National Union. Uh, he consulted Indian leaders. Yeah, he meted Indian leaders, and he was the foundation of Indian National Union. Okay. Mm, Next. Okay. Aims of Indian National Congress. There are four aims: to promote friendly relations between nationalist political workers from different parts of the country, to promote relations between nationalist political workers from different parts of the country. Huh. To develop and consolidate the feelings of national unity irrespective of the caste, religion, of or province. To develop the feelings of national unity. To develop the feelings uh, of national unity. To develop the feelings of national unity irrespective of their castes, religion, or province. To formulate popular demands and present them before the government. To train and organize public opinion in the country. Sessions of the Congress. The first session of the Congress under the presidency of WBC Banerjee was attended by 72 delegates from all parts of India, including such eminent persons as Dadabhai Naroji, K.D. Telang, Feroza Mehta, Badruddin Japji, Subramania Iyer, Ananda Charlo, Hindi Chandavarkar, and Justice Ranade. Okay, the first session of the Congress under the presidency of WBC Banerjee was attended by 72 delegates from all parts of India, including these eminent persons: Dadabhai Naroji, Feroza Mehta, Badruddin Japji, Subramania Iyer. These all persons. The second session of 1886 was held at Kolkata under the presidency of Dadabhai Naroji. Some of the delegates were received by Lord Dufferin as distinguished visitors to the capital. Okay. Second session of meeting was held at Kolkata. The presidency of Dadabhai Naroji. Next. Thereafter, the National Congress met every year in December in all different parts of the country, and the number of its delegates soon increased to thousands. Okay. The Surat session. For the session, they have given name as Surat. Surat session of the Congress was held in 1907 under the presidency of Rash Behari Ghosh. Okay. There was a dispute between the early nationalists and the assertive nationalists of the Congress regarding the methods of agitation in Bengal after its partition. There was a split in the Congress. They split into how many? I don't know. They split in the Congress. The assertive group was excluded from the Congress nearly for a decade. It was only in 1916 that the two wings of the Congress were united at the Lucknow session. Only in 1916, the two wings of the Congress united at the Lucknow section. Okay. This chapter was completed. In the next, I will discuss World War. Okay. Please subscribe and thank you.